So today we're going to learn about the relationship between law of attraction and NLP. Those of you who don't know what is NLP, NLP is called as Neuro Linguistic Programming. And a lot of you have been asking me that Mitesh, you teach law of attraction also and you teach NLP also. What is the relationship between both of that? I'm going to explain to you today how NLP is the superpower of law of attraction. So stick around till the very end of this video. I have a very special gift for you if you stay with me till the very end. Okay. Those of you who don't know me, my name is Mitesh Khatri. I and my wife Indu Khatri, we are law of attraction coaches and national best-selling authors of this book, The Law of Attraction. Let's begin with understanding what law of attraction is. What is law of attraction? Law of attraction works on a simple formula that everything in the universe is made of energy. Energy has frequency. When we vibrate at a specific frequency in our life, we attract the same frequency in our life. Example, when you dial a particular mobile number, you'd attract the same mobile number. You're not going to connect to somebody else's number. If you're dialing, let's say your mom's number, you will connect only to your mom. You'll not connect to your father. Why does it work that way? Because frequency attracts the same frequency to each other. Just like that, we are also made of frequency. What frequency? Positive frequency and negative frequency. So if you are vibrating at positive frequency, we attract positivity in our life. If we are vibrating at negative frequency, we attract negativity in our life. Example, if I'm feeling happy, I attract happiness. If I'm feeling sad, I attract sadness in my life. I'm feeling successful, I attract success in my life. I feel like a failure, I attract failure in my life. So feelings, thoughts, beliefs, and actions are the four buttons of law of attraction frequency within us. And a lot of you have been asking, what is the relationship between this law of attraction frequency and NLP? Well, let's understand what is NLP now. NLP is a science created by two people in the world called as Richard Bandler and John Grinder. These two people founded NLP. They discovered NLP. They created NLP together. If you heard about people like Tony Robbins, he's one of the masters on NLP and he learned from Richard Bandler and John Grinder. I personally also learned from the vertical of John Grinder. Now, the reason I'm saying vertical is because in India, there are two verticals. People who've learned from Richard Bandler and getting certified on NLP, people who are learning from John Grinder and getting certified on NLP. I am from the John Grinder vertical. And NLP basically talks about neuro linguistic programming. N means neuro. Your brain is made of neurons. So the word neuro. Linguistic means the language of the neurons. And P means programming. That means the way to program your neurons by using the language of neurons to reprogram them. Now let's understand what is the relationship between law of attraction and NLP. In law of attraction, we say what you feel is what you attract. Now that's true, but the problem is, how do you change your feelings? NLP gives us superpowers with specific techniques using which you can change your emotional pattern like this in just 5 minutes. Example, a person who's used to feeling bad for 10 years in his life is a pattern. Yes, our emotional habits are patterns. And if you've not seen my video yet, there's a video I've created specially on how patterns impact our frequency and patterns impact our law of attraction. The link is in the description or you'll find it somewhere in the I section on the top of the video where I talk about how our emotions as patterns controls our life. Now, these 10 years of patterns can be changed in two ways. One, the traditional way of using willpower. Be conscious every day, use your willpower every day. But you and I both know willpower से कितने changes होते हैं. I'm not saying changes नहीं होते हैं, they do change, but it takes a long time to use willpower to change your patterns. The second way is using NLP. In NLP, for an example, there's a very powerful lesson called anchoring. Anchoring means how to program your emotions to feel what you want and to stop feeling what you don't want to feel in just 5 minutes. In fact, I've created a detailed video on NLP and anchoring technique on how to use anchoring to reprogram your subconscious mind. I use it in my daily practice, daily magic practice every single day to anchor my students, to program my students to feel powerful even in the most difficult situations of my life or of their life. Now, how does that work? That's what NLP is. NLP gives you the power, the science to reprogram your subconscious mind in 5 minutes. And it gives you step by steps. Like for an example, step 1, do this, step 2, do this, step 3, do this. You do 3 steps and boom, your emotional pattern is broken. It's really that powerful. I'll give you an example. There is a friend of mine, his name is Hemant. Many years ago, Hemant was going through a crisis where he got an award from his company. Now you must be thinking, why is that a crisis? I'll tell you why. When he got an award from his company, he called me saying, Mitesh, I got an award, but the problem is I can't go to receive the award because I have fear of public speaking. Even the thought of going on the stage is scaring me, so I'm planning to skip that particular day. I said, come on, Hemant, you're getting an award. You got to take the honor. And he said, yes, I want to. I'm really wanting to, but I don't know how. I just can't handle that fear. I've got that fear for many years since my from my school time. In his school time, he had given a speech in front of many students and he had panicked. From that day till today, he's got this fear of public speaking because of which he's not able to go in front of public anywhere in his life. So what I did with him on the phone, this is on the phone, okay? I used the anchoring technique with him and reprogrammed his subconscious mind. And now instead of feeling fear, he was feeling confident just in 5 minutes on the call. Believe it or not, he called me the next day morning telling me, Mitesh, it went exactly the way you programmed me. In the evening, when I went for the ceremony where I was invited for the award ceremony, they invited me with my name, and I felt so comfortable as if I have done this 100 times. I just stood up, I went towards the stage, went up, received the award with honor, said thank you to people comfortably and gracefully, and I came down. And he said, Mitesh, it was amazing how effortless it was, how comfortable it was. That's the power of NLP. Now think, if you could change your emotional frequency this fast with NLP, are you not controlling your frequency? Now do you understand the difference and the relationship between law of attraction and NLP? I'll give you one more example. Beliefs. How does law of attraction work? Feelings and beliefs. If I believe I cannot do it, then I cannot do it. If I believe I can do it, then I can do it. So to give you an example, a girl came to me once and she said she's not getting married for a long period of time. And when I did some conversation with her in a coaching session, she told me, I in fact realized through her conversation that she had a limiting belief that marriages don't work. And I asked her, I said, what references does she have about that? In her childhood, she saw her parents always fighting. And she saw that her mom and dad never got along. So if you got along, if you were brought up in a family where for 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, you saw that marriage didn't work for your parents, who is your first reference of whether marriages work or don't? It's your parents. And she got that reference from her parents unconsciously, that was there in her mind. And that is why, even though she was finding the right guys, something would go wrong and she would sabotage her relationship because unconsciously she would get scared at the time when either the guy was going to propose her or after proposing. And she would do something or he would do something and the relationship would get sabotaged. Now, that attraction was not happening in her life because unconsciously she believed very strongly marriages don't work. Now, with that limiting belief, that frequency, what is she going to attract? Negative frequency. That is what was happening in her relationship. She tried changing that for many years using many techniques in life. Didn't work. When she came to our law of attraction program, after she completed advanced law of attraction with us, she completed the NLP program, the Neuro Linguistic Programming workshop. During that workshop, when I was having a conversation with her, we found out about this limiting belief and we changed this limiting belief for her in only 10 minutes. Think about it. If something could give you the power to change your limiting beliefs in 10 minutes, what is the worth of learning that program? For me, everything, priceless. But to tell you the truth, with this girl, it didn't take 10 minutes. It took actually only 7 minutes. She was very fast. She was willing to change. Same step worked on her faster. She changed her beliefs. True story, after that, in 3 months, she found an amazing partner in her life. She got married. Her name is Pooja, and she's part of her platinum program today. But how did that happen? Because she was able to use NLP to change the way she believed about long-term relationships. Think about it. If you continue to have unconscious negative limiting beliefs in your life, will you be able to attract your goals? If you have a goal of making $1 million, but if you believe that making money is difficult, will you be able to make money? If you have a huge ambition of, let's say, becoming the CEO of your company one day, but you believe that without MBA, without a particular education, you won't be able to get that position, will you be able to attract it? No. So it's important to first vibrate at the right what? Frequency. That is law of attraction. But how to change that frequency, not only do we teach that in the advanced law of attraction, but people who want to make it like super powerful, like 10 times more powerful, that's where we teach people NLP, to teach people step-by-step techniques to change your brain frequency by changing your emotional patterns, by changing your beliefs. These are two simple examples, but when you come for the NLP workshop, you'll see hundreds of such cases, not even hundreds, actually thousands of cases like this, because so far we've trained more than 2,000 people on NLP, And all of them have got amazing magical results just by practicing NLP and making law of attraction work 10 times more powerful for themselves. Don't believe me blindly. I'm giving you the first lesson of NLP completely free. Yes, you remember I told you if you stay with me till the very end, I have a special gift for you. In the description below this video, there's a link. Quickly click on it and take the first lesson of NLP completely free from my side. At the end, then you decide whether you want to upgrade to NLP or not. But go through the first lesson to understand how powerful NLP is and how it is the superpower of law of attraction. Did you like today's content on the relationship between law of attraction and NLP? If yes, quickly subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon so that the next time I'm doing free videos like this, you always get a notification for this. And hey, if you know some friends of yours who want to change their beliefs, who want to change their emotional pattern, and if you think that this free video, this free lesson on NLP can help them also, share this video right now with at least 3 of your friends. Do it now. Come on. Below this video, you'll see this small arrow sign, which is like a share sign. If you click on it, you'll be able to right now copy this link and share it with some of your friends. I will see you in the first lesson free of NLP, and let's learn how to make law of attraction work with you with superpowers on steroids. Okay? See you there in the first lesson. Bye-bye.